Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for them.
Field. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Shadur. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Open man, that's Tillman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got a man. That's Bond. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Ford not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. Start. 19-18.
Sanders. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. Dances by him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Walker with another carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This is intercepted. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there.
Jackson Smith and Jigba from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. From the 47 now, to work with a 2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touch. This out. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They call it a loss of a yard there. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Darnold now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
Oh, good footwork. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, here's Judkins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Once again, Judkins.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Sanders to throw. That's taken in by Bond.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Darnold.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Darnold.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Myers. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Darnold.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
This is 4th. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 18.
They run with 4.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On the ground, it's 4. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. He's going to try. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
And this will be incomplete. What, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Seahawks.
They'll look to throw again.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and
A.J. Barner from 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
On the zone read, this is Jenkins.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
7 With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started.
And off we go from Seattle. And they're going to mark that.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense in a hurry up here. Goff now on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. It's Williams. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Off play action. Goff. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Oh, and it's a punishing hit to end that play. But, hey, still a win for this offense. They've got 1st and goal now from the 2.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Gibbs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now try Gibbs again. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
That's twice now. Set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Defense showing blitz. Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20 of the landing zone and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, come on! 180! 2 for 1! 2 for 1!
We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And dose of the hurry up here. Here comes the 4th down snap to Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold escapes the pocket. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Walker on 1st down. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is Walker on 2nd. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Second and 6 coming up here. Darnold sends this to the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Ooh, puts him here under this one, right side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He has the first over the middle. Keeps himself upright. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Goff setting to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
Offense. They'll go for it. Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Chased out to his right. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Offense to the line fast. He's back to throw. Darnold hit and he fumbles it. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he cuts it back right. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Gets it. Breaks through and breaks away. Keeps it moving. Has room down the left sideline. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Listen. 120. Hold on. Check. What's up?
Drive begins with Gibbs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
180.
They've got a man in motion.
Yes, sir.
Goff to the air now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Come on. 20. Hey, 76. 76.
On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go play action with Goff. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long for him here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Darnold. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Darnold looking to throw. He's got his man. This is Walker. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing here, Darnold. This is Cox. That's Walker. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead as Todd runs out here in the third. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So we're through 3 here. That one splits the uprights. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Has it at the 11. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running with Walker again. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. It's their first of 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Now he's throwing deep, left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Gets him on the in route. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Looking to throw. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. They'll set up the screen. It's Williams. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down. Shotgun snap here to go. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They're going to pass it here. A throw right side, finds Cup. And he gets the Seahawks 1st down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Walker running to the right. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Handoff running left, Walker. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Glendale. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Rodgers going to put it up to get started. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. From the 41, here's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will score. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On third and long, here's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got room to roam. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal. Here's Walker. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. A.J. Garner. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here comes 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Warren. Who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Reek Woolen brings him down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the ground, Gainwell. They get 15 on that game. That's a Steeler first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. That's out wide to Warren. And he'll be taken down. He got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Austin brought in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 10-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. Forced out wide. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 3rd and 9 to begin. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Austin brought in motion. third down. Rodgers. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down, Seattle.
Here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, Seattle.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. Darnold to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. Here's Darnold again. On the good blocking, and he's in. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Rodgers on first down. And he finds his tight end fire move. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Rodgers now. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's complete. Calvin Austin. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Exiting the pocket right. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown Steelers. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Darnold now on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep, going to Cup. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That is caught. What a throw. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Seahawks go up by 7. 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down for Aaron. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Austin brought in motion. Second down, Rodgers. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
To throw is Darnold. That one taken in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. They're unable to add on the point after. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
Here's Gainwell to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A first down throw from Rodgers. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Moving to his right. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. A carry here for Warren. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. On the handoff, this is Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain. Brings up 7.
To throw is Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll motion over Thielen. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. And he'll take it on in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. 2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points. That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Here's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Patrick Queen getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it third and goal. So, some extra time to ponder this third and goal situation as we are now through the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This a must-stop for this defense, facing third and long. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on fourth down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Austin brought in motion.
Hey, take 26.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Rodgers. He's going to run it. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on third down. Now Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for 1. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On play action, here's Darnold. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Bosma adds the extra point, and the Steelers will cut the deficit to 7.
Steelers 36.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple.
It's a pickup of 3, which brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Cut up. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call. Here's 1st and 10. Warren. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Corey Horton now to return it. Past midfield. It's a foot race. And he will finally be tracked down, nearly a touchdown, but he'll set his team up with first and goal. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second down, goal to go. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught by the tight end, A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seahawks. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's first down. From the gun, Rodgers. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
Rodgers on first down. Moving outside the pocket. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Now on second and long. Throwing, Rodgers. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now the first carry for King Henry. Inside the 30. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10, it's first and goal. A huge play right off the bat. That goes for 58. This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
Second down. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry to the goal line and in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
This kick is sent into the air. Shaheed now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 25, here's second and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson now. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Taken in right side by Barner. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now he'll run it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Darnold to throw. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
17 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, here's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Starts on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. That's John Jenkins, the big defensive tackle, swallowing him up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now, faking the give. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's in! Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
The RPO, that one is complete. Oh, big hole left side. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
On the return, here comes Horton. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Shotgun run now with Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Darnold now to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he covered some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Space at the 15. And he'll take this one in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers, good on the extra point, and the Seahawks go up by 7, 28-21. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson now on second down. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On third down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. Pistol give to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 9. And the pistol, Jackson ready. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Jackson from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. Now Charbonnet. Peelage forward for maybe a yard. That's John Jenkins, the big defensive tackle, swallowing him up. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. That is caught. What a throw. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Jackson out of the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Pistol formation with Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down. Darnold now on 1st and 10. He's gonna look deep. Going to Cup. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Here's Darnold. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. To throw again is Darnold. Take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Terrific return. He's taken down. Just shy of midfield. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Finds room inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. Give to Charbonnet. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Draymond Jones able to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it.
He will do it himself. He's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
That's good for Baltimore.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. He is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and
that's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
On play action, here's Darnold. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. Throwing, Darnold. And he'll take it on in. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The RPO, that one is complete. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. Into space. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens.
So, Mike, the second that ball came out of his hand, I held my breath, because when you are late, especially throwing the ball out towards the sideline, it is not going to end up good at this level. And the second he saw that ball in the air and broke on it, he had 6, and all he had to do really was make the catch, and then he was just off to the races, and it was nothing but green grass out in front.
So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Horton. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Darnold taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want a defender return, so this ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Tyrese Knight in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Jackson looking to throw. That is caught. He finds Walker. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Kupp, and that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Take a shot. Downfield, looking for Kupp. That is caught! And he's got another one. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. "20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from Arlington. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. To throw on first down is Darnold. Down the field, he's got Barner. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Forced out wide, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. From the gun, on third down, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 44-yard line. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Big-time play for Philly. 33 yards. Saquon trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take it
under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and
he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll go play action with Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So after 1, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Darnold to throw. That's taken in.
I don't think the back was the primary target on this play, but just a great job by the quarterback understanding. It's 4th down. I've got to get this ball out of my hand and give our offense a chance at converting. And it's exactly what he's able to do by getting it to his back and letting him pick up the rest. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Finding room across midfield. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now, Darnold. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. Shotgun run now with Walker. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Darnold now to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now added the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Shaheed now to... Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. For the middle, it's Cup. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Darnold to throw on 1st down. Into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. To throw again is Darnold. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again.